Alrighty, I think we are recording, guys. Welcome to our Tuesday night event called Own Your Own Life Call with the Soul Project. My name is Bo. I am actually one of Katrina Stark's very close friends. I've known her since she was a wee little teenager in her first job, and I have watched her build this program and this community over the last sort of 5 years. And to say that I am proud is the biggest understatement ever. So I feel very privileged to be here tonight hosting this event. Normally, lovely Katrina would be here with you, but mum life happens. So for all the mums on here, that's just one of the many things that we love about what we do is the flexibility that you can just be where you need to be when you need to be there. So what we are about tonight. So what you're going to hear tonight is from a very beautiful bunch of women. I'm having a quick look through the screen to see if any of our boys have shown up tonight. But a beautiful bunch of women who are the essence behind our beautiful program within the Soul Project. So I won't bang on too much about it, but a little bit about me is I came into the Soul Project program about a year ago. And it's quite an emotional thing for me to share. So I apologize, I get really emotional every time I talk about it. But I have postnatal depression after the birth of my second son. So traditional business for me looks like an emergency department. I am an emergency nurse. I'm a registered nurse, been doing that for about 10 years. But when I had this postnatal depression come and just take me by surprise, I got to a point where I thought that that was not going to be a viable option for me anymore. I couldn't even leave the house. Probably a positive thing to coronavirus is that it allowed me to hide. I didn't have to be social. I could just stay and be hidden in my house, in my misery, in my brokenness. And if it wasn't for the fact that I was so close with Katrina socially and that we had children of the same age, I probably would have got away with it, and I probably would still be quite depressed and anxious now. But I joined the Soul Project as a customer because I needed something. I was broken. I had no identity left. I lost, I didn't feel like a nurse anymore. And if I wasn't a nurse, and I used to be a fitness competitor and I gained a lot of baby weight, I wasn't fit anymore. I just didn't know who I was. So the Soul Project for me was so much more than me trying to lose a couple of kilos, which was really important to me because I kind of really hung on to that identity of being someone that had a six-pack and walked around half naked all the time. But even when I was that person, I was still miserable. I was unfulfilled. I still was full of self-doubt and self-loathing, and I was just never really good enough. So what I found quite appealing about the Soul Project is just how holistic it is. And just working on my negative self-talk, and it has absolutely changed my life. Here I am 12 months later talking to you guys on an event that I only found out that I was doing probably about an hour ago, which before I would have vomited on my keyboard. So this is massive for me to see all your beautiful faces here, a lot of faces I've never even seen before, so we're so happy to have you on here. And to say that I've lost some weight, I've lost 10 kilos over the last 12 months, which, fitness competitor me would have thought, that's really not that much. I could have lost that in probably 3 weeks by water loading and depleting sodium and doing lots of really unhealthy things and taking a lot of unhealthy products. But, I've just adapted my lifestyle to what the Soul Project has told me about. I've also been able to, now that I've returned to work, dropped my hours. So I don't know, hands up any shift workers on here. Shift workers, anyone that has to do night duty, the toll that takes on you is, look, especially on your mental health. Night duty makes me depressed. I actually did night duty last night and I'm really feeling it. But the business opportunity behind what we do here in the Soul Project has been able to let me drop my hours, which I never even thought was going to be an opportunity for me. It wasn't even anything that I got into the Soul Project for, but I've dropped probably half the amount of night duties that I have. I spend more time with my 4-year-old and my 1.5-year-old at home now that I'm an energetic, happy, healthy mother, and I just want to be around them as much as I possibly can, watching them grow, because let's be honest, they grow really, really fast. So enough about me. I am going to hand over to one of the most beautiful women I have ever met in my whole life, Ashy. So I've known Ashy for over 15 years. Ashy and Katrina and I actually used to work together in a tourism industry, a tourist attraction called Infinity. And she was just the shyest, most reclusive little lady that just would hide upstairs doing laundry and never wanted to be the spotlight, never wanted to be in front of people. So I'm so proud, Ashley, to see you on here, and I cannot wait to watch you rock this. Let me figure out how I unmute you. And did I do it?
You did. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much for that intro. Oh my gosh. I was so shy, and I think this is testament to the growth and the journey that I've been on since being a part of this. It's been 3 years for me, which is phenomenal. I did my first speaking on an event 3 years ago. I was terrified, my voice was shaking, I was nearly crying all the time. And this really goes to show the level of growth that this has given me and has allowed the opportunity for me to grow in my confidence in every area of my life. So I'm excited to speak about this part because it's what has changed my life and so many others around the world. Our program and our business is a global business, and it's very, very exciting to be able to share about this beautiful gift that we have to share with you tonight. So basically, the Soul Project, our program, comes in 3 pillars. So tonight you're going to hear a little bit about our program, our beautiful products, and then shifting gears, you're going to hear about our ambassadors and our business. So the beautiful program behind this has just changed my life and so many others. So the program really has 3 pillars. We look at mind, body, and spirit. So it is a holistic view of all avenues. Now, when you look at most gyms, most other programs, it's very focused on body, like Bo was saying so eloquently, that it just most of what we do is focus purely on body and looking good. We aren't focusing on the other aspects of the self-sabotage and the mindset and the soul component of why we get up, why we do what we do. So the Soul Project has, when we look at the mind component, we've got beautiful meditations. We've got all mindset techniques to help you with all of those anxiety and self-beliefs and limiting beliefs that stop you from achieving the goals that you really need to. And then we've got different things in there like affirmations. We've got different trainings in there to help you with manifesting and coaching and all these beautiful things. So mindset is such a big part of our program because generally when we've got those limiting beliefs blocking us, we actually can't move forward in what it is that we want to achieve. We block ourselves, we self-sabotage, we do all of these things on a very subconscious layer. So we dig deep into those subconscious limiting beliefs and help you believe more in yourself. And then, of course, we have our body component. Within our soul component, now a lot of this doesn't have to be religious. Our soul component is everything that brings you back to joy within you. So this can look different for anybody and everybody. It's not dependent on anything. The soul component is really bringing you back to joy. So bringing you back to that essence within you that knows no judgment, that is the observer. So that's the beautiful part that I've learned. I've learned so much about journaling, gratitude, about grounding. We've got so many different ebooks in there. And then we take you to the body component. Now, the body component is, our program really is more about bringing more whole food into you and your family, coming back to the earth, coming back to the way that we are supposed to be eating. So we've got hundreds and hundreds of beautiful recipes to help you and your family gain more whole food into your body so that you're nourished, so that you're feeling better, you're vibrating higher, and you're really going out doing your best and attracting your best. So we've got recipes, we've got meal plans, we've got workouts to suit all needs. We've got things in there like chocolate guides and lunch guides and so many beautiful things in there, and the workouts are really, really different. So it's amazing. It's all online as well. You don't get kicked out once you've joined our program. You're in our program for life. So it's sustainable. It's not a fad. It's not something that you just do for a few weeks and then off you go back into your same habits. It is a lifestyle that you implement for life. So I love that. Now, what we have done is we have partnered with a beautiful product that is a whole food product that really is just the essence of fruits and vegetables. You may have seen some of them posted already. This is what they look like in their bottles. I know I was super skeptical as well because I am a big foodie and a big advocate for real food. Why don't we just eat real food? We don't need these vitamins. These are not vitamins. When I look on the back, I read a whole food label. There is no crazy big words that I can't understand on here, and this is what I love. It literally is what reads on here: apple, peach, cranberry, orange, mango, lemon peel, acerola, cherry. I have no idea what that is, but I know it's amazing. So there's some amazing things in here. Together with these, you're getting over 33 varieties of whole organic fruits and vegetables inside your body every day. I absolutely love that because hands up, who feels like they eat about 9 serves of fruits and vegetables every day? I certainly don't. I really don't. And most of us aren't. Less than 5% of Australians aren't eating the recommended servings of fruits and vegetables. So this really does bridge the gap. It really is just the essence of 33 vine ripened whole fruits and vegetables in a capsule. So what they've done is they've got them all on their peakest nutrient density. So what I mean by that is if you're going to the grocery shops right now and you're buying your fruits and vegetables, most of them are picked far too early. They're picked 4 to 6 weeks earlier than what they should, which means it's stripping it of a lot of its nutrient density. It's not allowing it to bring it to its highest peak of nutrient density. So we're missing out a lot of the nutrients. We're missing out on a lot of that stuff that goes inside the fruits and vegetables. It's sprayed with all different things. It's gas ripened to make it look all shiny and pretty. And then we think that we're eating, we think that we're eating good by having salads and fruits and vegetables. So this really is not sprayed with anything. It's all herbicide, chemical free. It is picked at its nutrient density, ripeness. It's then juiced and pulped and put into a big pulper machine. The seeds, the skin, the stem, every little bit goes in there. So you're not throwing away all of the waste. It goes inside there. It's then turned into a powder form, and then it's encapsulated into a vegan capsule. So you're getting every little bit of nutrient inside. I love that. And what happens is it goes to work inside your cells. In everyone's body's different. So it's if you've got some inflammation somewhere, if you suffer from headaches, if you suffer from whatever it is that is going on in your body, it's going to go to work and heal the cells that is necessary. Your body is doing the healing. You're just giving it the correct nutrition to do the healing. So it's incredible what happens. Now, what's amazing is that children actually get chewables for free. So they, with every adult order of either the fruit, the veg, and the berry, or just the fruit and veggie capsules, your children get to eat fruit and veggie gummies. They come in a little gummy form. They're just mixed with tapioca starch, meaning they're vegan. They've got no nasties and no extra sugars. It's literally over 20 different varieties of fruits and vegetables. They think they're eating a lolly, and really they're getting all of that goodness inside their body. So we all know kids are fussy. So this is an amazing way to bridge that gap and make sure they're eating their fruits and vegetables. Now, what's amazing with that is that they don't just get that for a few months for free. They get that for up to 4 years completely free. So we get to nourish our children for free, whether it's your niece, your nephew, or your own children. You get to give this product, this amazing product, for free. And what I love is that children don't lie. So they start really craving better food. They start craving the water. They start reaching for all of the fruits and vegetables that they wouldn't usually reach for. And that is a sign that their body is craving the whole food that you're flooding in it. Because what happens inside our bodies, like attracts like. So when we start flooding our bodies with all of this good nutrition, we start craving better food. So it's amazing. We've got over 35 peer-reviewed clinical gold standard studies done on our product. Phenomenal. You can, if you'd like to know more research or science, we're going to hear some beautiful stories really soon as well, some journeys, some testimonials that really bring this product to life, because for me, it's more about the stories. Now we also have omegas, beautiful vegan natural omegas, no fishy aftertaste, no fish harmed at all. We have the omegas are amazing for cardiovascular, nervous system health, heart health, eye health, all of these. It's like the oil for our joints. So it's not just omega-3 either, which I love. It's omega-3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. It's a blend of all of the omegas, and you're getting it from a plant-based source. So I love that as well. They have really changed my skin and so many aspects of my joint health and my pain as well. And lastly, I love that we don't just have a million products, it's literally 3 products. Lastly is our protein shakes. Now, our protein is like the fuel for our vessel. We have over 17 different superfoods inside our protein. It is not just, we have chocolate and vanilla. This is like the vanilla. You can get the big bags or you can get little sachets. When I look on the back here, it reads all plant-based food, so you're not getting any nasties in here either. You're getting things in there like spirulina, yucca, pumpkin sprouts, pomegranate, quinoa, millet, all of these amazing things that I bet your kids wouldn't usually reach for. They think they're having a chocolate or a vanilla milkshake, but really they're getting over 17 different superfoods inside their little bodies every day. These are a great way to snack if you're feeling naughty, or a great little meal replacement or a brekkie on the go as well. So I love those. They have a beautiful mood enhancer in them as well. So they've helped a lot of our customer base with mental health, anxiety, depression, things like that. They certainly have helped my depression and anxiety as well. Before I started on this, my skin was full of cystic acne. Believe it or not, before this, my skin was really blown up and really inflamed, which then of course brought down a lot of my confidence. It brought down my mental health, and so many other parts of my health were affected from this. So this has been a phenomenal journey as well. When you couple our products with our mind, body and soul holistic health program, you get a beautiful functioning body. You get to attract better things. You get to go out into the world being your best version of your best self. You get to nourish your children, your family members, and everyone else in your family as well through this. So it's a really beautiful way to step in to a new you, and we all deserve to live this beautiful, healthy life. And wouldn't we agree, we are in this all together? We are in a health pandemic where we really need to be looking after our health. So I'm going to pass it on to Becky right now, and we're going to hear from Becky. She has had an amazing journey with our products and our programs. So Becky, if you can share with us what you found so far.
Thanks, Ashi. So my name's Becky. I'm a fur mummy. I have 2 beautiful fur babies. One's nearly 8 and the other one's just 8 weeks old. That's her crying, if you can hear her. She doesn't want to go to sleep. Anyone that's got puppies knows they're like a newborn. Yeah, so I've been on the products for 2 years now. And my journey started when I was in a really, really dark place. I'm a nurse myself, like Bo. I'm a child and family health nurse, and I was just in a really, really bad place. I was in. I didn't like me. I didn't like who I was. I hated my body, and I got to the point where I thought, is this as good as life gets? And I had a friend reach out to me. I also suffer with endometriosis. I suffer with anxiety. I suffer with, I've got complex PTSD. And I just thought there's got to be something better to life than this. And the Soul Project was just amazing. For me, the mental health side and the change in myself, I can honestly, hand on heart, say that I don't hate myself anymore. And that for me is a huge, huge, huge step. I was always told that I wasn't enough, I wasn't good enough. And to now come to the realization as a 35-year-old to know that I am good enough and I am worthy enough is just, this program is just amazing. These women, these men that we come across in our program is just amazing. They love and support you every single step of the way. So if you're looking for something that changes your whole life, like as she said, it's not just about the physical. The physical is the bonus. The mental health and the personal growth for me is just, I can't put it into words. It's just absolutely. You're really not liking me talking on Skype, are you? Yeah, it's just amazing. I would highly recommend the Soul Project to anyone. So, sorry, I'm supposed to pass on to Melissa, sorry. So I'm going to pass on to Melissa, who is a beautiful, beautiful mum and another one of our gorgeous people from the Soul Project as well.
Becky, my heart is actually pounding out of my chest tonight, and I think it's probably because of your story. That was absolutely, I don't know, sensational. I think it's just touched all of us because we see you shine and every week, and that's the special thing about this business. So I come into the Soul Project. My name is Mel, and I come in 3 years ago. It kind of stumbled across my path, but it was something that I'd been looking for 10 years, the products. And at that point, when it did come into my life, I was on maternity leave. I'm an older mum. I was 40 and I just had my second baby. She's now 4. And I'd also had a 3-year-old as well. And I was ragged. Like, I was just completely worn out, fatigued, living in lethargy, no energy. Wanted to sleep at like 11 o'clock and then 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My hair was drastically falling out. My skin looked drab, sugar cravings through the roof, nauseated, aching limbs. And I was starting to get anxiety, which I didn't really realize at that point in time. I thought it was just because I was so tired. And I was the typical person who had all the synthetics, the vitamin B, vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin C, everything in the cupboard, trying to find a solution for myself. But also a chronic sinus sufferer of like 15 years. And it was debilitating at that point too, because everything else was, running rampant. So when I heard about fruits, vegetables and berries in a capsule, doesn't come any more natural, and that was what I was all about. So I said yes straight away. Literally within 2 weeks, my sugar cravings stopped, and I didn't want to take that nap. Like, things were just starting to pick up. So it was a big catalyst. Within 3 months, I completely turned around and realized that what was wrong with me was actually I was just nutritionally deficient. I didn't have a big nasty disease or anything like that going on. It was actually I was just not feeding my body correctly, and it needed more nutrients, growing babies, just dealing with everything, toxicity of the world, So that was kind of the health aspects of it. The gummies were amazing as well because, my eldest daughter is insanely fussy. She loved the chews straight away. And my kids, it's 3 years now. They've gone without sickness. They might get a little sniffle, but it's cleared within 2 days. Like last year we were completely surrounded by kids, 6 friends who, you know, were supposed to be in COVID lockdown, but we were all socializing. Don't tell anyone. Anyway, and my kids didn't, like, to the point where some of these kids were hospitalized. They were so sick. My kids were fine. So I know their little immune systems are strong. I know their gut health is good. And my youngest one started on the chews at 18 months. You know, her eating habits are completely different to the other one. She craves different things, which just blows my mind. So health-wise, the products have just been a complete blessing in our life. And then the business. So as I said, I was on maternity leave when the whole thing come into my life. And we were actually traveling back from Queensland, and I kind of had a discussion with my husband about, because we love to travel in our caravan, that's what we do. I had a discussion with him about, you know, wouldn't it be so fantastic if we could find something that we could work anywhere, you know, like how cool would that be? And then literally a day later, it rocked up in my lap. So I guess that part of the thing, that's why I said yes as well. But also too, I didn't want to have to go. I work part-time. I do 10 hours a week, which is fantastic. So I didn't want to have to swap more, trade more hours for dollars, you know, to make more money while I've got 2 little kids, and burden my mum, who, you know, she's cracking on to 70. She doesn't want to look after kids. She's got 18 acres also to look after. So it kind of fitted in perfectly. And it has allowed me to just do those 10 hours. I enjoy work, and now I can choose if I want to do extra hours. And, you know, it has paid for those things like swimming lessons. It's paid for my credit card when it's felt like it's out of control. You know, it pays for my products. I get free products. And the coolest thing was last year, I mean, not last year, the year before, we did a half lap of Australia. And that once a month check that landed in my bank account, that paid for some pretty cool things on the road that the kids will always remember and are their experiences. So I cannot, you know, I can sing to the moon about this, of so many aspects of what this can give you in your life. And they're just a couple of things. So anyway, I'm going to pass it on to Alice, and she is going to talk a little bit more about the business, break a few things down, and yeah, give you a little bit more of an insight. So thank you.
Hey everyone, I think I am, can everyone see me? Yeah, okay, cool. Hi guys, I'm Alice. I've been a part of the Soul Project now coming up to 3 years. I actually got my renewal email today, which is really exciting. I am really excited because tonight I get to bust some myths around our industry, which is network marketing. And for me, I love network marketing. I think it is one of the smartest business models in the world. And I love that we get to be a part of a community that empowers us to go and chase our dreams. And we have the ability to actually earn the money that we do and make an impact with it as well. So I'm going to break a few myths first, and then I'm going to share a little bit about my story. So we've all heard the term a pyramid scheme when it comes to online business, which absolutely blows my mind because pyramid schemes have been illegal since the 70s, I think pretty much across the world. So I used to work in a law firm in a 9-to-5, and I was a legal assistant. And when I came across this opportunity, I didn't really know much about the online world, but I was definitely willing to learn because I knew 9-to-5 wasn't going to be the rest of my life. But what I found after looking at the business model is a traditional everyday business is more like a pyramid to me than what we do here. So I've got a little diagram here. So I came in as a legal assistant when I first started in the law firm. There were kind of few positions, there wasn't heaps. I could have been promoted to a paralegal. Again, less positions, but again, like Mel was saying, I would have had to work longer hours for probably not much more pay. And I just wasn't really willing to do that and have the stress of that in my life. And then we go up to the next level, which is a solicitor level. Now, I would have had to go to uni for however many years I would have to be able to even get to this position. And as you can see, as we go up to senior solicitor, special counsel, and partner levels, the positions get fewer and fewer. People at the partner level are sometimes working in the same law firm for 40 years plus before they even are able to get to this level, or they're an equity partner where they have to pay a substantial amount of money to become a partner. And then, of course, there's a CEO. So for me, there was no way I could go from here to here. One, having the money to be able to become an equity partner, not really in my realm at all. And two, becoming a partner, you have to have a law degree, which I was not willing to get. So what I love about our business is we all come in at the same level. It doesn't matter whether you're a lawyer, whether you're a stay-at-home mum, whether you're an admin worker, whether you are a doctor, whatever it may be, we all come in at this same level. And we all have the opportunity to reach our pinnacle position of PMD+. Now, there are limitless positions up here. So what I love about this is you can go up each rank and you can go as fast or as slow as you like. And what I love is it's a teaching business. So whoever introduced you to the business, they actually help you succeed. There's no competition. We all go at our own pace and we're all on our own journey. Now, the second myth that I'm going to bust is people think they need to know a lot of people. And I kind of laugh when people say this now because we literally live in the world of social media. And at the click of a button, we can be in contact with millions of people from around the world. And I love that because our business is a global business. And across, I think there's like around 30 countries that we work from now, which is really awesome. So I've done up a little demonstration here of what we call the popcorn effect. So this little popcorn here is Lauren. She came into the business, I think around 7 years ago. She introduced our beautiful leader, Kat, who introduced a beautiful lady called Jo, who introduced another beautiful lady called Denise. Now, Lauren and Kat knew each other, but Kat and Jo didn't know each other. Denise and Jo didn't know each other. And Lauren definitely didn't know Denise. And all of a sudden, Lauren's organization has expanded at a rapid rate because of all these people introducing more people. And I love the analogy of we get to make an impact across the globe and we get to do it so big because we have so many people working on the same mission. So a little bit about my story. Like I said, I came into this business around 3 years ago. It has been the most incredible journey so far. I didn't really know what to expect from it, and I wasn't really looking for something, but I was planning a wedding. My husband, well, my fiance at the time, just changed to commission-only work. I was just going home from work and sitting on the couch and watching TV and cooking dinner, and I was kind of thinking, like, is this going to be my life forever? But when I said yes to this, it completely changed my world. So I always say that there are 3 things that I love about this business. The first one is obviously making an extra income around what you're already doing. Like I said, I was working full time. I was planning a wedding. I was planning a honeymoon and just doing life. And I still had time to build this business in stolen moments around whatever I was already doing. The extra income actually paid for our honeymoon, and our honeymoon wasn't even in the realm of possibility for us beforehand. It paid for multiple trips back to Tassie to see my family, which was a big deal for us because we had left Tassie 2 years prior, and I think we only went back maybe once in that time. And then it also just helped us with everyday bills. Like I said, my husband was working commission only and he did that for about 2 years. And without this extra income, we would have had to go home. We wouldn't have been able to continue our life in Queensland we would have just had to throw in the towel and just say it didn't work. So I'm so, so grateful for having this extra stream of income, because otherwise my life would be completely different. The second thing that I love absolutely is the community. And we just had a conference on the Gold Coast, which a lot of these beautiful people online came to. And it was the most amazing, fun, crazy weekend ever. But it was literally just so nice to be surrounded by like-minded people. And it's so powerful knowing that you have a community behind you that has your back no matter what, and they're only a message away. And then the third thing I love about this business, and this is absolutely priceless for me, is the personal development. I never really knew what personal development was, and you just kind of stumble upon it in this business. You get it for free in this business. And the person that I was 3 years ago to the person that I am now is completely different. I realized that I had to work through some of my past traumas, and without this business, I definitely wouldn't have done that. I have just grown so much as a person, and that to me is absolutely priceless, because it's things like that that you don't learn in everyday world. And I'm just so, so grateful. So I'm going to pass to, I'm sorry if I say your name wrong, is it Amira? And she's going to share her business story.
Hey everybody, how are you? I'm Amira. I'm over in New Zealand and it's ridiculously late, so I kind of look a little bit tired because I am. But where do I start? So I have been in this business for 6 months now, so I'm like the newbie of the group. I am a single mum. I have 3 children. They are 12, 5, and 2 years old, and so I'm a spiritual person, I like to say, and I believe strongly in like the universe and putting things in your lap. So the day that this fell into my lap, I had a horrible morning. I'd spent the morning with the police and women's refuge and leaving a really abusive relationship. And in the afternoon, I signed onto the business. And in the morning, I had it wasn't even like a blip in my mind. And I have taken it and run with it. When I first started, I was like, oh, if I can earn like an extra, $200 a month or something, that'd be cool. And I, through the last 5 to 6 months, have really realized what this can be. And this is going to be life for me and my family. Like, I'm now, like, my goal for this year is to make like $4,000 a month, and to be able to get off my benefit and to be able to look at buying a house. And that's all possible because I said yes that day, because I was terrified, like other people have said skeptical, who isn't, but it is amazing. Like, it is a life changer, not only for me, but for my children, like going a little bit further back, I have a history of recovery. So I have been through addiction earlier in my life, and I've been clean for about 3.5 years now. And it's just, I needed a passion, and it's changed our lives. Like, we go on holidays, and I'm 6 months in, I've already been able to take my kids on a holiday to a beach house for a weekend, and we got a spa, and my kids were excited, and, like the smile on my face, just the memories coming back. And it had been years, and I've been clean for a few years, but I was still struggling because I didn't have that support. I didn't have that love. I didn't know how to set healthy boundaries for myself. And I had dreams, but I had no idea how, in the beep swear word, to reach them, and I just got pulled into this amazing community of amazing people that supported me. And I'm a self-sabotage queen over here. And every time I try, someone's like, nah, girlfriend, no way, you can do this. And I'm like, oh, okay, and just having someone else believe in me all the time. And it's just amazing. And anyone that's a bit scared to say yes, say yes. Like, to buy a business for under $200, what the fuck? Like, it's the most amazing opportunity. And like, what do you have to lose? Like, all these people from different backgrounds have the same love and passion for this thing. And I just, yeah, I love sharing it. Thank you for listening to me share.
Thank you so much.
Passing back to Bo.
Oh my God, Amira, I have never actually heard your story before. And I think you were just absolutely phenomenal. So well done, darling. Thank you for sharing. I'm going to throw it back to Ash quickly because, like I mentioned, I've only been in this game a year. So I've just been on fire and just talking to people and sharing my story, and money lands in my bank. But Ash has been here a couple more years, so she's able to actually share with you properly about all the ways that we get paid, because there's so many. And I'm going to pass it over to you, Ash. Thank you, darling.
Yay. Thank you. Thank you so much for all the shares, and I promise I won't keep you for too much longer. So thank you for being patient, all of you. Wow, all of those stories have really touched my heart, and this business has also taken me in places that I never thought I'd be, also like here. But I got to travel in a camper van around New Zealand. So I joined this business in New Zealand, actually. I'm in Australia now. So I got to do this business in the back of my camper van while traveling and camping at beautiful destinations. I got to live in Bali for about 6 months of the year to become a yoga instructor, all while this business paid me. And I actually didn't really understand, just like Bo said. I got into this, I just learnt the steps, I did what I was told, and I just shared my story and people just joined me. So it is phenomenal when we actually get to understand how we get paid. So we actually get paid about 5 different ways, but in the beginning, I'll show you, we actually get paid. A retail profit is our first way that we get paid. So the retail profit really does mean, I don't know if that's backwards. It's looking like it's backwards here, but I hope that you can see that. The retail profit really is just you connecting the products and program with the customer. So for me, all I did was put a post up on Facebook sharing how excited I am to try this beautiful Soul Project program and these amazing products. I'm excited to fix my skin. I'm excited to help my mental health. And suddenly I had a couple of friends interested. All I did was literally just put their details in my phone, and then the head office took care of the rest. So I didn't have to stock any of this product. I didn't have to buy $1 million worth of product to stock and wait to sell. Hell no. I didn't have to worry about all of the invoicing and all of the shipping and all of that stuff. Head office does all of that hard stuff for us. We just get to do the fun stuff. We just get to share our story, connect the customers, the people who are interested in bettering their health. We put them in our phone or our laptop, and then head office takes care of the rest. So we get paid a retail profit for doing so. We also then get paid a percentage. So this is a performance bonus based on our team's performance. So as you guys have heard, we also look after a customer base, which are our own personal customers, but then we also can invite other people to join, just like Alice was talking about. We can also then offer an extra set of income to other people who are looking for an extra stream of income. That can be anyone from moms, stay-at-home moms, anyone that's lost their job, anyone right now who's looking for an extra income. We get paid on a percentage performance bonus on our entire team. So just like you saw Alice share, Lauren, who started in the beginning, met this person, and suddenly she's got a team of hundreds working on the same mission, inspiring and impacting people globally. Within a few weeks, my business actually went global into the US because I met a friend who knew a friend. I had no idea who she was, but now I've got team in the US that some of them I've never met before. So it's incredible how this works. Money just lands in our bank account because we're making an impact. This percentage also is our residual income. This is how we make money while we sleep. Who wants to make money while we sleep? I know I certainly do, and that's why I've come into this business, so that I can leverage my time, so that I can create an impact and literally make money while I sleep, while on the other side of the world, people are working on the same mission while I'm sleeping. I love that. So the last way that we get paid is bonuses. Now, bonuses is fun money. That is more like our now money. So as you can see here, We've got our Partner Plus, which is our first promotion. Our first bonus that we hit is $100. I'm not going to go through all of these, but as you can see, the next promotion that you hit is Senior Partner, which is a $300 bonus. Now, when you get to this, you also reach a teacher bonus. So if you are teaching somebody else to do this, so say if I introduce Bo reaches her $300, I also get a $300 teaching bonus every time. This is exponential. Every time I help someone achieve this. So we don't go anywhere by being selfish and stepping over people like in the real business world. We don't step over anyone. We actually have to help lift people up in order to make money in this business. So we actually have to teach people and help people how to do what we did. And then we move on to all of these other bonuses. So our bonuses go all the way to $30,000 is our pinnacle position, which is phenomenal. And that is whenever somebody reaches that, you also reach that as a teacher bonus as well. So we have exciting bonuses. We open up and unlock so many beautiful ways that we get paid. You don't have to understand this all, by the way, when you start. We just teach you how you need to know it. Like Bo said, she's still learning and she still gets money landing in her bank account, even though she doesn't really understand it. So by all means, you do not have to be an expert, a health professional, a health coach, or an expert in any of this at all. We have people above us. We have all of us beautiful people. The community is there to help support you. So if you have any questions around all of this, if you want to know more about our pay plan, if you want to know more about any of the stories that you've heard or anything at all, I urge you to get your questions answered. I sat on the fence for this. I sat on the fence for almost 2 years, watching my good friend get healthy, get happy, get successful, and earn a 6-figure income in under 2 years. I watched her go from bankrupt, literally almost signing over bankruptcy papers, to earning a 6-figure income with 2 small children. So it's phenomenal what this can create. And even if you're just looking for a few extra $100 just to help with the bills, you don't have to go all the way. There is absolutely no pressure whatsoever. We meet you where you're at. And I love that, because I only got into this for an extra $300 because I didn't believe I was worthy of any more. I was working full time and I was scared of what else was available. So I made back my $300 in my first week, and then I was afraid, what's next? Okay, $500, $1,000. So it's amazing what can grow from this just by you asking, what if this could work? What if this could be the thing that could get you out of whatever you're moving through right now? What if this community and this business could really help you? So I urge you to get your questions answered. I'll pass back to Bo to close up. Thank you.
Oh, Ashy, man, there's nothing more to say. How do I even follow that up? I'm just going to say thank you to absolutely everybody who has shared tonight. I am just blown away because I know the impact this has had on my life, and I love getting on Tuesday nights and just hearing how it has changed the lives of so many other women all over the world and men, from their health goals to their business and financial goals. It's absolutely incredible. Like Ashley said, you know, what if this could be for you, you know? So get your questions answered. And hopefully we'll see you all next week on Tuesday. Love to you all. I think you're beautiful. Take care.